Hey YouTube, BTV here today with another video where I'll be talking about the 5 manga series that I want an official release for. The first series that I'll be talking about is Dagashi Kashi. Now if the art looks familiar, that is because it is by Kotayama, the same creator that made Call of the Night. Now from what I could find, the only languages that this series was officially printed is in Japanese and Italian. Dagashi Kashi is a completed work sitting at a low 11 volumes. This is a rom-com slice-of-life series that follows our protagonists Kokonotsu, Hotaru, and Saya. The premise of the story is Kokonotsu is a high schooler whose dream is to become a mangaka. His father, who runs a candy shop in the countryside, wants him to take over the business, much to Kokonotsu's dismay. In comes Hotaru, daughter of the president of a famous sweets company in Japan, who wants to recruit Kokonotsu's father to work for them. The two make a deal in which if Hotaru can successfully convince Kokonotsu to take over the family candy shop, Kokonotsu's father will be willing to work for Hotaru's father. With a story like that and how short the series is, it would be a fantastic series to get an English translation for. I could simply pick up a volume and enjoy the antics that Hotaru gets Kokonotsu and on occasion Saya into. The next series I want an English translation for is Psycho-Pass, Inspector Akane Tsunemori. You might be saying to yourself, you can already get Psycho-Pass in English. Technically, you're right. Dark Horse did publish Psycho-Pass in English, but that is Psycho-Pass Inspector Shinya Kogami, the prequel to the anime. Psycho-Pass Inspector Akane Tsunemori, however, is a 6-volume manga adaptation that covers season 1 of the anime. Speaking of the anime, I'm gonna go into Crunchyroll real quick to read the synopsis of the series. In the future, thinking about a crime makes you guilty, and justice is dispensed from a barrel of a gun. Detectives work in teams made up of enforcers and inspectors. Enforcers take out the bad guys, and inspectors make sure their partners don't cross the line. The equalizer in the war on thugs is the denominator, a weapon that can tell when citizens are about to turn criminal. Just flipping through my Japanese copy of Volume 1, I get upset that there are no official English translations. At this point in time, like Dagashi Kashi, the only way to enjoy this story officially is to watch the anime. Fun fact, the artist for this series is Akira Amano, creator of Reborn. Switching it back to something more lighthearted, the third series on the list is Takoku. This is a ping-pong love comedy completed at 6 volumes. It also happens to be the only series on the list that does not have an anime. In this series, we follow Gaku Marunouchi and Kako Tamano. These two have a requited love, but there is one thing preventing them from being together: table tennis. In this series, Japan got tired of losing to China in table tennis that they implemented a law that in order for you to date someone, you must first beat them in a table tennis match. Now Gaku, after returning to Japan from traveling in a circus, must now challenge and beat Kaku before they are allowed to date each other. The thing is, Kako is a prodigy table tennis player and hasn't lost to anyone. This is a nice fun series that kinda makes you wanna play some good old ping pong. If this series doesn't have an English release, I might just end up buying Volume 1 and use this series to learn some Japanese in the future. I'll be kind of cheating for the next series that I want an English release for, which is Birdie the Mighty, complete at 20 volumes, and its sequel, Birdie the Mighty Evolution, complete at 13 volumes. This is the second iteration of Yuki Masami's manga after the first version of the same title was cancelled. This is a seinen sci-fi series that follows Birdie Saifon, an intergalactic space cop, and Tsutomu Senkawa, a regular Japanese high school student. What do these two individuals have in common? The two end up having to share a body. With two minds in one body, Tsutomu tries to continue living his ordinary carefree life as his body is being repaired, while Birdie tries to get more clues on how to catch one of the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. Seeing as I watched and enjoyed the anime reboot Birdie the Mighty Decode, as well as 2 episodes of the OVA on VHS, I feel like Birdie the Mighty would be a solid series to have an English release so more people can enjoy it. The final series on the list just so happens to be the only ongoing series. Not only that, it has more volumes than One Piece, with 135 volumes in Japan. The series I'm talking about and really wish had an official release here in the West is Hajime no Ippo. Hajime no Ippo is a boxing series where our protagonist, Makunoichi Ippo, gets bullied in high school and stumbles across a professional boxer who introduces him to boxing. After graduating high school, Ippo goes through the proper channels and becomes a professional boxer himself. With an ever-increasing amount of volumes, I highly doubt that it will ever get translated in English. Best case scenario to hope for would be releasing omnibuses. If anything, this is a good series with greater fights. So yeah, these are 5 manga series I want to have an official English release for. Do you guys also want these to be available in the States? What are some manga series you would like an English translation for? As always, thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.